what's up? I'm here with Zed, and I'm gonna be showing you guys how to play a Boomy. Patch 6.2, PvP style. And first we're gonna talk about talents and glyphs, and then we're gonna go into our macros. And then I'll explain some of our spells and defenses, and then I'll explain what the lunar eclipse bar, or solar eclipse bar, is, and how it works. And then I'll show you guys how to defeat Zed right here. Maybe. I don't know how good he is. I haven't told him yet. And then very last, I'm going to show you guys some tricks and tips. And let's begin. So, our talents. Wild Charge. I picked this because it's half the cooldown and it gives you a variety of things. You can hop in the travel form and leap. You basically have a Hunter's Disengage if you use it in Boomy form, but you can only use it in combat. If you're in cat form and use it, you can leap onto a target from far away, 25 yards away, and daze them. And as a bear, you can basically immobilize a target for 4 seconds, which is nice if a healer's running away and you're trying to catch up to him. And Yesser's Gift is a constant heal, basically. I find this far better than Renewal, and a bit better than Cenarian Ward. Cenarian Ward is nice, but you don't use it constantly. And Yesser's Gift is non-stop, and it's healing everyone, not just you. And I like to run with Fairy Swarm, because Mass Entanglement just gets them in one place for not very long. While Fairy Swarm, you can spam and you can use it in any form, and you can hop in travel form, bring a DK around forever, and whenever he death grips you, just use Wild Charge away and continue. And Incarnation. I like this because Force of Nature is nice for the automatic entanglements. So Force, I'm not exactly sure about this one yet. It looks alright. Zed, you can talk, you don't have to type.
Oh, good.
Oh, Fairy Swarm. It also keeps him out of stealth. That's right. And Mighty Bash is a nice 5-second stun. I find it to be much better than your Soul's Vortex. It's nice with your CC Solar Beam, but you see, that's only 1 CC, while this will give you 2 whole new ones. And Solar Beam also works with Entanglement, or Entangle, and then Solar Beam. And Nature's Vigil is far better than anything else on this 90 list. This makes you heal like a god for 30 seconds. It heals you for 40% of all your damage. So if you're good at doing damage, you're good at doing healing too. Alright. And Euphoria. I don't know if I just slaughtered this name or not, but Stellar Flare, I used that first, and I found it was terrible compared to this. This causes your slidey bar to go back and forth, and reduces the cast time. And Balance of Power. I thought this was alright. So, these are my recommendations, and now we're going to go into glyphs. Alright. Untamed Stars is nice because you don't have to dot everyone up to be able to hit them all. And if you're in a 3s team, or a 5v5 team, you want a Starfall on your nuke. And if you put a Sunfire up on someone in Starfall, that dot goes to all of them. So instead of dotting 1 person with a Starfall, you're dotting 5 people with a Starfall. And that's just for appearance. That's up to you. This is up to you, but it's good in like Azrain and stuff. It's mainly just like a personal thing. And Shape Mender is nice because you always want to be switching your shapes if someone's on you to get away from slows. In Barkskin, this reduces your chance to be critically hit by 25%. This is nice against almost everyone. especially fire mages, since they rely on the crit. And Steam Painting Roar, because this allows you to use it in any form, and you don't have to be right next to someone for them to use it. You guys could be pretty far apart, and they still get the benefit. And that's our glyphs. And now we're going to go into macros. You need a nuke macro. And once you get a nuke trinket of some sort, maybe you have two, but you can't use them both at the same time, you want to cast your 3-minute in this nuke macro first, so it will only come available when it's up. And once you learn how to time it, whenever it's exactly halfway through, you can use it, and by the time it's back up, it'll be good to use again. Because Nature's Vigil is 1.5 minute cooldown, while this one is 3, that one's 3, this is only 1 minute. But you would like to use that with your Nature's Vigil, so right when it hits like the dead half mark, you want to use it for the Nature's Vigil, and by the time it's been 3 minutes total, you can use it again. Alright. And another macro. This isn't needed, but it's nice. If you set a set focus on someone in the arena, you just right click them, and you see this test dummy, you can press the macro, or hold on, let me click off them. Now I'm clicked on myself. You can still cast Cyclone without actually having to be targeted onto him, which is nice if you're in a 2s, and if you're cycloning healer and trying to nuke the DPS, it's easy to do both at the same time. Alright, and now we're going to get into spell explanations. Barkskin is one of your better defenses. Boomy form is a defense as well, because it grants you 200% armor, and it's not even worth it to go into bear. It's nice for the 20% stamina, but you can't do much damage. And Moonkin form is damage and defensive. You shouldn't go into bear form very often as a Boomy. And cat form gives you 30% movement. It's nice. And it's nice if you're in stealth, if you see someone walk by real quick, open up with a Fairy Fire or a Mighty Bash. And Fairy Fire. Hey, Zed, can you come here real quick so we can show him what it does? You there? Alright, yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright. Try and catch up to me. We're just gonna spam Fairy Fire, like non-stop. And you can use this in every form. And with this on him, he can't stealth. The only way he can get out of it if he uses Cloak of Shadows. And then if he vanishes, then he can get away. Alright. And now our next thing, we're going to be talking about Solar Beam. If you entangle him, of course he doesn't have spells or anything, but if he were a healer, we would entangle him, Solar Beam him, he can't do much. And if we break it, we get a free charge from our set 4 bonus. Or our set 2 bonus, my bad. And you grant an extra charge of Star Surge. Alright. Star Surge is the main one you want to use. You might want to only use one Starfall on your nuke, but the rest should funnel into Star Surge. And whenever the slidey bar hits the moon, you get a big... Alright, I'm gonna damage real quick. Let's show 'em. Whenever it hits it, you get a Moonfire that does a lot more damage. So you want to use it then. And then whenever it hits the sun, you get a big Sunfire. Ta-da. And those hit for a bit. Alright. What else do we need to talk about? We need to talk about... we covered most of it for that. Oh yeah. This gets rid of their enrages, like a warrior enrage effect. It's nice for them. Cyclone. Most people know what this is, but for you that don't, this sucks. Like, you can hit him, but it's immune. I don't think anyone can dispel that, but it doesn't have a cooldown, but it has a diminishing returns effect. And you can just keep using it, but it starts becoming worse and worse, and then eventually they get immune. And there's a wild mushroom thing, but I don't really use this personally, since it's not that good. It slows them in the little circle, but the little circle is a bit small, and that's why we have Fairy Fire. Alright, and now we're gonna get into the nuke part. So with your nuke macro, you want to click it, you want to dot them, you want to star surge, you want to star surge, you want to entangle, you want to star surge, you want to star surge, and they should be pretty almost near death right now. Or if there's a healer, cyclone him, then do that. And you do a nice amount of damage just with star surges. Like, if you're getting beat on, spam Moonfire, star surges, and just try and go with that. You don't have to try and cast anything if you're getting beat on. And try and get honest right now. I'm going to show them a few tricks. Whenever he gets on you, or opens on you, right when you see that cheap shot, you want to hit Bark Skin. Right after that, you want to get that Fairy Fire on him so he can't get his stealth right after that. You want to spam Moonfire and stuff on him. And you can use Stampeding Roar right here to get away. Use your Trinket. Use your Mighty Bash. I'm not doing much damage, but alright, I'm going to keep him alive for the purpose of this video. Just keep spamming Fairy Fire on him. Switch into your travel form. Fairy Fire him. Heal up. Pretend I'm at 5%. Fairy Fire. Switch back and forth. Because you have that Shape Mender glyph to heal your 5%. Oh, I got stuck on a fence. Alright. And that's the main thing. Pretend he's a death, or he's a DK and he death grips me. He slows me. And now I'm stuck on him. You can easily hop into travel form, do that, switch back and forth, heal some by switching back and forth. But Shape Mender can only work every 5 seconds. And with that, we mainly covered everything. Oh yeah, I messed up. Always buff. And use your dash to get away. I would keep Fairy Fire up as much as possible, just because it's so annoying. Especially for stealthies such as Ferals. Ferals actually don't have a counter to Fairy Fire. To the slow effect, they can switch shapes, but to the stealth part, they just have to deal with it until it's up. And the only way rogues can get out of Fairy Fire is their Cloak of Shadows is in. What's the cooldown on Cloak of Shadows? Alright. So, Cloak of Shadows is only 4 seconds long, so it's not that much of a pain. But you can't hurt them while they're on it, obviously. Alright. And I think we pretty much covered it. But your main stat you want to go is Mastery. Your second, Multi-Strike. Your third probably is going to be Versatility. And then it's going to go to Haste. And then Crit. And hope you guys liked the video. I hope some of you guys out to play it. And now time for me to actually duel. Ooh, here. Hold up. I'm gonna do /forfeit. We're gonna queue for a skirmish and then we're gonna leave. so we can do it real quick. We're gonna give people free win. Alright, just leave. Like a 1 minute deserter. Gets our cooldowns up.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's nice, especially with things for like Aviana's Feather. Oh, you need to... Or I'll meet you outside of the garrison.
Yeah.
Let's put what we learned about a Boomy to work. In actual communication, I wouldn't use it for PvP very often. It gets your dots to hit harder sometimes, but basically you just switch from Wrath to Starfire. Whenever it's in the moon, Starfire. Whenever it's in the Wrath, Sun, or whenever it's in the Sun, Wrath. Because however far it is into that effect is how much more damage it's gonna do. Alright, I see you. Alright, knock it out. Cool. Now we want to use our bark skin. We're gonna go ahead and nuke, because why not? Get out that silence. Ooh. And you get little empowered moonkin, which are free procs. Use Starfire most of the time, sometimes Wrath if you're... Oh. Alright. Let's heal. Stun him. Mighty Bash. Nice. Thanks, Zed, for helping me make this video. See you guys. Say bye, Zed.
Peace out.